Hi guys. Hello, hello. I'm a little bit worried today because I have very exciting information and it's very exciting interview. And today we have special guest. It's our already married, newly married couple, Steve and Maria. Steve is 47, Maria is 33 years old. It's our couple that created after since war started introduction and and they um, it's our first introduction couple, so that's also something that very unique, and we love this thing that when this kind of connection happened. And they got engaged oh, in May 2024, and in UK, where Maria was moved when war started in Ukraine. And then they got married last weekend, 27th of July, in breathtaking Lake Tahoe in California. And so, yeah, um, let's welcome guests in our studio, and we will hear, story from there. Hi guys, hi. Congratulations. Wait, sorry. So yeah, just guys, you can write and comment your congratulations. This is very, very happy moment and like great memories for every family beginning of the story. Guys think this is end result marriage. But I do believe this is just beginning of the story. Yeah, but I really enjoy coming back to these memories and watching videos and photos. Would you mind me to share these beautiful pictures that you share with us on
Sure.
WhatsApp? Uh-huh. Okay, so was breathtaking. I said, like, it seems like Photoshop because so beautiful view. So it's Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, so that's Emerald Bay. It's still part of Lake Tahoe, but that's the section they call Emerald Bay.
Yeah. Beautiful photos, celebrations, everything just like a dream marriage, dream wedding. I also had a dream to have it on the water. So yeah. So congratulations, guys, one more time. So we saw Steve many times, and we really have really rarely we can quote quote ladies here on interviews. So we will make today Maria Mostar our show, and because guys really want to understand a lot of things about Ukrainian women and why they come to us, and why they need help, and so many things. So yeah, before we started this, I just wanted to ask you a general question, Maria, to tell your love story from your perception, how everything happened.
No. I'm gonna go away.
Well, we met through video first call, and I like him. I like the way he is, but the biggest problem, and I said to him, I'm not gonna wait half a year or 1 year chatting with each other to know each other. So when I was planning to go to Ukraine, that was an option, go through Romania or Poland. So we decided to meet in Poland. We met there, always been with computer.
How many months you was talking to each other before you met first
It
time?
was mid-April when we first met, and we made our plan in June. And I was there right after 4th of July.
So it's 3 months, yeah? You met after 3 months, basically.
Yeah.
First time. Okay, great.
Yeah, it was 4 days we've been there, no?
No, it was longer.
5?
I think it was almost a week.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
So yeah, and then after you came to me.
After that we went on the cruise.
Cruise, I forgot about.
Yeah, that was 2 months later. You forgot about the cruise.
Yes, we went to cruise.
Yeah, we did a Mediterranean cruise around Italy and all the way up to Spain.
How did you find it? Was it helping you to build romance and I think
Well,
it's such a great idea.
definitely, because you spend 24 hours with each other, you cannot escape. There is no possible way you can go around or whatever. No, you stick to each other 24 hours. And that time I didn't work, so basically you can learn each other. Because in Poland, I couldn't take day off, only one day, I think.
Yeah, that was the
But
day we went up to the hot springs.
yeah, but I was continuously between computer, listening to him, listening to my friend. So yeah, kind of difficult. But in cruise, well, we've been with each other. Was in a holiday, so it was really nice time and really nice, like I would say, holiday to do cruise.
Mhm.
So yeah, and then he came to me in
Uh, in April.
April.
Yeah, because you were
I'm very bad with numbers.
well, you were in Ukraine and
Yeah.
a lot with the war that broke out.
Yeah. So yeah, and again when he came, I was with computer, was working.
Yeah. Well, I was there for 3 weeks, and I'm like, I just want to treat it like real life. I mean, we're working. I was planning on working at that point.
Mhm.
So it's like it's real life. We're in a sense playing house.
Yeah.
And I did all the man things, assembling furniture, and
Yeah, I keep ordering, and there is a very nice video when women order a lot of stuff and men can say again, like, no, you don't see it, and you don't see. So every time I come from work or whatever, I like, don't open the car. He didn't listen. He opened the car. That because I really moved that time from one place to another, and he was right on time there. And this is another thing, how you can learn the person, if he can support you in that, help you with the things. I mean, yeah. I mean, if he would say, lay down in a bed and watch TV, and like, oh, we can do it tomorrow, or you can do it after I leave. I'm like, okay, great, thanks. And why do I need you if I can do everything myself? So this is one of the points also you can, like, again, cruise, holidays, it's only life, but you need person, like, temporarily where you can have fun, but you need person for life.
I think the only time I didn't do something was like I had to go to the hardware store, and I was pretty much there every day. She's like, "That's your favorite place," and I'm like, "Yep."
I see. And so a lot of our couples struggling with the distance, long distance relationship. How were you able it? Like how often you was talking to each other, video calls, or how it was like phone calls?
Well, we do struggle too with that. I believe everybody does, and especially with my workload, sometimes continuously in a car, and I like cannot continuously. Basically, if we talk in a car.
Yeah.
Every time we talk, I'm in a car driving. The phone is here. But yeah, I have a lot of work, and we do also struggle because, for example, when I come from work and I'm really, really tired. The last thing I really want to spend 1 hour, 2 hours in a phone. Seriously, I will take a shower and I will pass out, and it's fine unless you understand that it's temporarily, that it's something will change in life, whatever. Well, we do also struggle, but we talk through it, and I said like, well, this is how it is.
So it's mostly like every day was just texting and sometimes
Well,
calls, or like
texting every day and call. Sometimes were no calls, but most of the day, if I go to work or I go to my class or whatever, I'll call him even for 3 minutes. Even connection is shit. Like, what did you say? I'm like, oh, okay, forget about that. I told him all story, and like, I didn't hear anything. Like, okay, forget.
Yeah, I get it frozen.
But I think it's like the way you put it. If you want to go through it, you will. If you don't want, you will find the excuse. Oh, you don't text me, so I'm not important for you. Then you don't find the time. Everybody can find 30 seconds to text me. Yeah, everybody can. But in our life, we have work, we have cook, we have things to do, and sometimes you really forget about. Like, oh, I promised you to call. What do I do? And like, I pass out. I usually pass out. But I mean, if you want to make it work, you have to find solutions for that. Our solution basically was to meet, not to spend.
Yeah.
And that's the reality with many Ukrainians. Even they want like more sense of real relationship, and of course, meeting it brings relationship on a different level, right, from distance relationship.
And then
But
people also, when they meet, they like Steve come to my life. He literally see my it's not created, my work, the way I work, the way my life built, and then also can help. I don't know, might have, it's my thought, can help him to understand why I'm not texting or why I don't call him, for example. Same
yeah.
as me, I came here and I see you wake up every morning 4 o'clock, but I wake up here at 12, so I beat him.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody have busy life, but yeah, when guys just you see, when sometimes it came across needy when like they send message and time difference also, and they want like immediate response. And so if man like not flexible here, and like he said she's not interested in me, but this is not sign that she's not interested. Like we have here a couple who got married, so it's not, it's just dynamic and difficulties of distance relationship.
I
But
can tell you there are lots of women, for example, if they're in Ukraine, because I have family, I have friends, and I have people who train me, for example, they have difficulties with electricity, light.
yeah,
And to be honest, when you have missiles running around, like the worst thing, the last things you want to do, honey, wait, there is a missile, but I will answer to you. No, this doesn't work. And most of friends whom I have abroad, the same as me, they work in 2 jobs. So we get tired because we have families back in Ukraine. We need to build everything in other countries, Spain, Germany, or where people are, Romania, Poland, and it's not easy. And that is probably, if the war is not there, would be probably different. But in these circumstances, a lot of things drag to why people don't answer.
yeah, yeah. And I think it's important for men now to be understanding like about this, right? I have couples where men crying about that he didn't get congratulations with birthday while she, like being attacked with a child. And she's like, I don't understand why I have like to tell him like, please don't be upset with this. Like she feels like she needs support, she's like you're struggling with missiles, and like she's
Yeah,
telling like, please don't be upset. So it's
it
hard.
is true. People have to understand. I've been in Ukraine when the war started, and it's not really a pleasant situation. I came last year during the big attack.
It was in December you were there.
Yeah, but the big one was in June when I come from Poland as well. Remember? There was an interesting story. I come just from Poland, and I specially pay for expensive hotel to have a bunker. And there was no bunker.
I remember you
there are
told
3
me.
walls, and this is your bunker. I was like, are you serious? And that was a big attack of Kiev as well. And it's stress, even temporarily or whatsoever. People get exhausted even after one night like this. And when people forget about birthdays, about anything, it's normal. I forget about his birthday until he say, I'm staying longer because of my birthday. Like,
Just too much going on. Yeah. So I have like it's question of all our viewers, Maria, and it's addressed to you. What's motivated you to join agency?
find a quality man.
Quality man. If
Yeah,
it's
because
just American man, or like how?
no, I didn't have like it should be American, Spanish, Canada, or whatsoever. No, I didn't have. It doesn't matter which nationality he is, but quality man. We can go to Tinder, we can go to any other Badoo, whatever. I even don't know the name of them. But the men are looking only for sex, one night stays, or promises. I will do everything for you, blah blah blah, all these things. But again, oh, you come to me. I invite you to my country. I'm like, okay, where is the tickets? Where is everything? Invite what you can promise or whatever. I was very straight with Steve, even in Poland after our first dinner. No, last dinner. Like, what?
Yeah, no, it was
What is
during
next?
dinner. It was during dinner. You're like, so what are we doing now?
Yeah, because I want to know. I don't want to waste his time. I don't want to waste my time. I want to understand what exactly he wants. Because, oh, I like you. The weather is nice. Like, yeah, we can stand this kind of conversation. But every woman, and I believe if somebody say no, they're cheating. Because every woman wants to know what will be tomorrow. Everybody wants to know. And this is the basics. And I said that cruise and it's first thing, and second thing is to bring each other to life, real life where we live, so people can understand, rely or not rely, to feel safe or not to feel safe.
Yeah,
Probably
just
that's
make.
like, like introducing, like meeting Steve would give me, and all these Tinder Badoo things give you only chatting. I don't know. I would say even dirty chatting, which doesn't bring you anywhere.
Yeah, just waste of time. That's how I felt.
And
I
time,
believe, yeah,
time is expensive things.
yeah. Just this time that you can spend on living life, and just, yeah. Guys, yeah, sometimes don't understand. So maybe now you hear Marie, and it will bring more clearness in this question. And this is like very normal answer from like all ladies. I mean, they're not specifically looking. Some of them say like, I want European men because like they say I'm so attached, or I have like sick mother, I need to go very often back and forth, so like I can only Europe. But most of them, they just like, this is not about country, it's just about like quality man wherever he lives. They would follow, if they don't have like family circumstances. Yeah. So yeah, distance, we understand. I think your secrets of managing successful distance relationship was being patient and flexible and just being understanding, that, life is.
Understand there is a time difference. I know when it's 2 p.m. here,
Yeah.
it's 10 p.m. in UK, and I know she's getting ready for bed or she's in bed by that
because
point.
I need to wake up at 6.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand our
Yeah.
time, the time around the world.
Yeah. So I have backstage, we talk about like what visa you choose and why. And I would love you to share with this information, because I was like promoting U4U, the easiest program. But then, yeah, what you discover, guys? Please share.
So U4U is good. It's the fastest if you want to have your bride in the US. I don't know what it is in the other countries, but in the US it's U4U. It's good if she doesn't want to ever go back to Ukraine, or not anytime soon. I mean, plan on 2 years. You can file for, it's called advanced parole document, which is like a travel authorization. Takes between 2 to 4 months to get. And then it gives you 1 year of travel in and out of the country as if you had a visa in the country. So if she had family and there's nobody over there, that's your best route. But if she's still needing to go see family, take care of family, as Maria does, I wouldn't recommend the U4U. I mean, it's an option if you really want to do that. It's a conversation for the couples to have. But for us, it definitely doesn't work. So Maria already has her travel visa for the U.S., so she can come. But we're going to be filing the spousal, I think it's the conditional visa, which is if you're not married for over 2 years, you're on a conditional visa. So we'll file that out of country, and that's between right now 9 to 15 months. So I want to kind of get that ball going before we have a turnover in our presidents, because I know the time's going to change, but paperwork's not in time for that. And it's faster than filing in country. It's 2 years in country, out of country. It's faster. If you're looking for cost wise, it's cheaper out of country versus in country, because you're filing more paperwork in the US versus outside. The only part that isn't the greatest, it doesn't cancel your travel visa, because she keeps giving me crap about it. Coming over on your travel or tourist visa, once you have that paperwork in place, the odds of her being turned around at the border, told to go home, is high, because they'll think she's trying to circumvent the process, unless you can really, really show proof that you're going back. And anybody could show an airline ticket, but an airline ticket can be canceled. So the part that sucks is if you do that, then you're going back and forth, or I'm going back and forth in the meantime. Not that I don't mind, it gives me travel to go somewhere else and a new scenery.
Travel most important.
What? I'm traveling
Another
to
trip.
She keeps saying we've been tricked in our vows, because they didn't ask. It's like, do you take, and then you're supposed
didn't. They
just
just
say
say,
yes.
I am taking, and that's all. They didn't give me a chance to think yes or no, or maybe I have some rules or conditions. No.
We had this whole thing planned that we were going to give each other a hard time while we were up there.
That's funny.
You got me with the bread, though.
Do you know the tradition with the bread, when you buy the big piece of bread and you put the salt.
Yeah, we've done this we've done Canadian Ukrainian marriage. You've done it?
Yeah, she put like this much salt on the top of the bread and shoved it in my mouth.
That's what happens when you have Ukrainian wife. Yeah, mix of traditions.
Like I said, if you expect a sweet life with me, taste this one.
Uh-huh. So did you also like break bread and who will get bigger piece will be
No,
leading?
we bite it. We bite it. Yeah.
Bite it.
Yeah, and then
I
we
took a
put,
small bite and she's like, ah.
because I knew the biggest one will go with the salt.
I see. Okay, so guys, you see, yeah, if woman ready to relocate, it's easiest and fastest route, right? It's you for you. But if she's like have reason to come back to Ukraine, maybe it's better to go with tourist visa, right? It's called visitor, it's
Well, the
tourist
tourist
visa.
visa will let her come and go. But if you're wanting her to live, then you got to file the spousal visa, which is
Yeah, then the
like a
spousal.
K1 visa. But you get, once it's all said and done, and the minute she gets her approval and she flies over and crosses the border, they'll automatically mail the green card to my house in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
And then she's free to work, free everything, come and go, and all of it.
And I think it's faster than it's you
guys have frozen. What faster?
I think
lost you for a second.
We will get a green card in 15 months if
at the longest. 15.
But if for you, what is your possibility?
About 2 years.
You see, so here this one is faster even to get a green card for women.
Okay, and yeah, so so about the tourist visa, guys, I know some of our couples, like because of that reason, thought it's much better to have tourist visa so she can come and back, but they apply on their own and they got rejected. So guys, like I strongly advise not to save on this because like it's all on file, your rejection. So like better to use the agency. We recommend our coach, recommend our agency, or if you know that you trust, you can move ahead with them. So yeah, better to here and also Maria use, right? Some sort of
I use agency because the first one I start, it's Canada, and I face difficulties with documents and uploading it. System continuously kicking out because the file was not correct format or whatever, and because you have to fill up a lot of things over there, and something can go through, but you never know if it's correct or not. So in my case, I just decided to pay agency, and at least I know they're good. One they approved and very easy was with Canada.
Something's going on with your internet. Oh, lost you completely.
No, we should be okay.
Do you have somebody watch YouTube in your area? In your flat or
nobody?
Not sure.
It's her internet, not ours.
Yeah, we keep losing you.
Hardwired
keep
in.
Losing you.
I was having an issue earlier today too. Laptop. I can grab the laptop and flip it over to that. You can keep talking. It could be the computer needs to reboot. I've had it up for like 6 months. Turn this on.
You want to? I'm not sure if you can. You want to upload from another? No, now it's okay. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
No.
So yeah. Okay. Next question that I have, like, you have some experience in UK, Maria. What like United States? What's something that shocked you the most, or something that made you happy very much there?
I heard about it as soon as she landed in Arizona to come to the port of entry.
I got that was Phoenix, no?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Phoenix. I was waiting for my plane, and I ordered a cocktail at $23. What? $23.
She's on the phone with me, telling me, and I'm like, and.
Because even in UK, in London, it's like can be maximum £15, maximum, but usually it's £5. And then like $23 a cocktail, and then eyelashes $200. I like Steve, like you will have a huge bill. But the like people, another things what I really don't like the way they're driving, and the way they just show facts continuously.
Yeah, giving everybody the finger. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm staying to cross the street. I'm not jumping under the car. I wait until he will pass, and he just showed me finger. I'm like,
yeah, we were at a crosswalk to go get our marriage license, and I saw the car coming, and I held her back, and the guy just drove by and started flipping us off.
No, but USA is definitely it's what we see in the movies. Big houses, which I still don't understand why. Big cars, extra big wheels on a van. But well, food is the same. Expensive, to be honest. Expensive because in UK, even in UK, the prices are expensive. I never look at the prices because I know there will be my bill, including the cherry tomatoes, which are expensive, the best ones, and it can be shrimps, fish, whatever. And my bill will never go over £50 or something.
There was like the one day I had like 2 big bags full of groceries. I know
£100
it would have ran me a couple $100.
You continue to break.
Yeah.
Maybe I will leave Maria to do continue interview, Steve, and you will try to maybe some other equipment. So because it's like you still break very bad. I don't know what's going on.
So the prices are really shocked. I don't understand why. The big cars, people are weird. I see a lot of guys with long hair. Again, I don't mind about them with nails. They're pretending to be guy with a big muscle, but it's different culture. Again, it's not something that good or bad. It's just different, and from where I get used to live.
Yeah. Another question that guys worry about, if women relocating, what she will be doing about work. So how I understand you are passionate. Will you continue to work in distance for your company, or you will be looking for local?
No, I will. What happened?
Oh, she dropped out.
Or
it's her, not us.
Don't. Okay. Don't.
Yeah, here, back.
Back? Yeah. I mean, internet now?
It should be okay.
Should be. Okay. Now I can see.
No, I will work. I will continue. I've been working online for a long time since the COVID, and well, I do have my responsibilities. My parents back, and the prices are not cheap. They're growing, and this is one of the things. Like he told me, if you want, you can work. If you don't want, you don't work. But I will make suicide. I will be like this groomy woman round and around if I don't work. I always work, no matter what. And for me, it's difficult to stay home to do what? Laundry? No, I'm not a housekeeper. So I will continue work. I work online, and once I will have a possibility to work here, I will look something in USA because basically the company I work for is American. So it's, for me, the same things. But no, I don't want to sit at home.
And do you plan to have kids?
Yeah, we were talking the other day, but I said to him, because I am from twins, I said, if I will have a twins, I see you in 20 years.
No, you said if we had a girl.
And a girl too.
And then I'm like, well, what if we had twin girls? Then what? Like, bye.
I see. Okay, it's there. Yeah, topic hanging around in the air. There. Yeah, it's like if you had this in genes, it's quite a big possibility there. Yeah. Whatever, don't kill us, make us stronger. Yeah.
No, but I think for now we have first to finish. Where do we live? How do we stay to enjoy ourselves? If it comes, it comes. Like nothing. Yeah. But for now, I think first we have to see our life before that.
Just establish. Really completing integration, right? All things that comes with it. Yeah, great. So, yeah, I heard like Steve feedback when he first introduced to you. He said like I got a feeling like I know Maria for years. Did you have the same feeling? Like it's just like
this is important. That what probably like important when you meet people. That's why the reality is better than all this phone and chatting, because you can go together for a coffee, for a tea, for a walk, for excursion, and you feel like comfortable. That is it. Trust and comfortable. That is important things. But we as a phone, you cannot feel it 100%, and it's easy to speak with person live.
Guys asking, okay, I figure out it's my internet, it's not yours, guys. Sorry, so I cannot do much about it. Guys writing, yeah, they say you freezing, not them. So, but I don't. But I have really bad internet now. I'm like in farmland here. Guys asking where to go. I'm just like, this is where you go, matchguaranty.com/register to get matchmaking consultation with us, and just find out for yourself how to jump in this journey, how it's possible even during war to meet
If you want.
lady, right? I just wanted to see, like, I have more questions, but I wanted to see if guys asking their questions, because like maybe they're different. Mm, um okay, they ask about mm, okay, it's just okay, let me finish with I have very provocative question. I hope you will not be upset with me, but I just wanted to understand. You don't like this approach. Okay, so for me it was not important my ring, how much it cost. I just like, for me it just ring. I don't like big on it. But I saw some videos about Western women who like say my ring should be 4 salaries of yours, otherwise don't come to me. Like, how you on this, on this point, like if it's very important how you feel like connection between how expensive ring and love, towards you, like if there's any connection, and
For
like
me,
how.
it's not important how is the ring, but I do have allergy for any other how it's materials than gold. So he has no choice. But I will put it different. If I can do like buy myself ring with diamonds and I wear it every day, and if he cannot afford, I would say like, why do I need him why do I need somebody who put my life lower? That was my answer. Regarding big rings, everybody has different taste. I don't like big rings. I don't like big things. I want something which I will use every day and will not bother me. So basically, he literally hit the bottom with that one. Because again, tastes are different, but it's very unique. It's very tiny, nice with diamond, with the gold. Exactly what I like.
Okay, so it was not like it should be just from this amount, and otherwise don't propose me.
No, of course, the question will be different if he will give me what is a silver ring. I would question him. Did you ever listen to me? Because I said I don't wear any silver. Then, like, if I have my own rings with diamond, and the guy give me planted with nothing, or fake diamond.
Oh yeah.
I would say like, okay, I can buy myself a diamond ring. And the guy, when he's doing a proposal, he cannot. I would say it's not once for all year, but it's a big deal. Why he? It's not big. It's not that expensive. That like normal diamond ring. So he can afford it if he wants to do that. Regarding big carat things. Everybody has different taste, and my for somebody that will be like, oh, if you cannot buy, so what we will do tomorrow. Might be, it's not my time, but yeah.
Just a sense of security. I so I know you have very like very small, small circle wedding, right? So it was not
Yeah,
like
we have a first one, second one we will have in Ukraine.
that's very will be big 3 days event.
The first one was at least so we had the legal document so we can
Yeah.
get the visa going.
Okay.
And the next one, my aunt, she's a wedding organizer, so she said it's on me. But when its situation will be a little bit more calm. At this point, no, it's not the way to do it.
Yeah, 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 I see. Yeah, because you want to share this event with your
Of
family, right?
course.
With
Yeah.
parents. And,
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, it's understandable. Yeah, in Ukraine, it's very much even more affordable than, in America, different price at all. So, yeah, uh, it's totally doable. Why not?
Yeah.
2 countries. It's much cheaper than
My
flying
dresses
to
in
America.
Ukraine. So
Huh?
I have my dresses in Ukraine, which never meant to come to UK. So we have to run here and to buy another dress.
Very last minute, we went to a bridal shop and looked at dress, and I'm like, the wedding's on Saturday. This is on a Monday. Can you do it? Yeah, we could pretty much do it. We'll find something that fits you. And then they're like, where are you from? She's like, Ukraine. Oh, one of our sales associate, Anna, she's from Ukraine. And then those two start talking, and the person that does the alterations, she's from Ukraine, and then the manager at the store is from Ukraine. They're like, can you come back tomorrow? The dress will be ready. It's like, whoa, really?
Oh, yeah, that's good. They know how to do. Um, um, mm, okay, this guy criticizing me. Of course, no, not all Western women act like that, but that's what I was observing, and that's why I was asking. Um,
Not all, but
Not
there's a good
all. As
from
the
that.
same as all Ukrainian women, you think they all traditional, like you think, they all wants to stay home. Here we have Maria, who's living, in life, and she wants to work. So, like, again, not all Ukrainian women want to stay home. It's very different from person to person. And I would say this thing that, when Joe was looking for his wife for me, he was like, you say you look in something that not exist. You want traditional, but also driven, it's
Yeah.
like it's not exist, it's hard to accomplish. So no, I mean, that's the I'm just wanted to, like, I never met. Did you ever met Ukrainian like woman who was, like, telling that your salary, it should be 4 of your salary? I just never heard this request,
My
right?
friend is like that.
Your friend said like that?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's
And she,
literally like,
huh?
because she's a hard worker and she does make her own. And
Mhm.
she has exactly the same position. If man getting less money than I do, why do I need him? Why do I need to put myself
No,
down
this is,
and drag guy behind me if I can
yeah.
go with open like back, feeling myself as a woman? Now I have an anchor behind. And if the guy cannot afford a good ring for what I want, again, that was her wish. And if he
Mhm.
couldn't afford, she said, I cannot afford you to have an anchor behind, which is true.
Yeah. So we have somebody who was asking about the American dollar slowly going down, which I've been following. And well, I can say I am in the process of wanting to become an expat. I pretty much told Maria I either want to stay in California and move to another state if my job will allow it. But if my job will allow me to work remote, 100% remote, or like 99.8% remote, I want to go somewhere else.
Warm.
Somewhere warm. So I'm trying to, well, I'm not saying I'm trying, I'm working towards getting out of the country. I'm not liking the direction that things are going here.
Uh-huh. Congratulations here to your marriage. People still writing, and yeah, there is some congratulations. I'm not sure where you got this question for about dollar.
Um,
Maybe I don't see it. Something here.
yeah, I saw it up on the chat.
You can see chat. Yes.
Yeah, I opened up the chat. I have the YouTube stream playing off to the side.
YouTube. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see. Yeah, expats, the best people. Hmm.
I mean, I've entertained like Philippines or even like Thailand, like go to Phuket. Your dollar goes 7 to 10 times there.
Yeah. Yeah.
With my pounds.
Yeah.
I will be reaching with pounds.
Hmm. Yeah, about what you say, Maria, it's true. Like, that's why when we do match couples, like, mm, like, I don't know, guys, Western guys think all Ukrainian women poor, and this is not true. We have, I don't know, ladies who own factories, running like cosmetic factories or something. Of course, if woman, I mean, she's still feminine, she still wants family. No, it doesn't mean she don't want, like, to have
Yeah.
family. No, I mean, it's not her. It was she
She's cut.
who, like they need to open up their geographics to meet
Yeah.
high quality men, basically. But they like the idea is that they don't want to compete with men. Would you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
want just man. They want just to look up at man. Like he
Yeah.
have to be more stronger leader, so like they can follow him, right? Because the base need is still to follow man, like to perceive him, or like have more like partnership relationship. Where
Exactly. No, my money is my money. His money is seven. That was already.
No, it's like I told her, if she wants to work, she could work. If she doesn't want to work, I can support us. But it also depends on what kind of lifestyle you want. You want to have lavish, and we can go anywhere whenever we want. The more money we bring in, the better. We're not, in a sense, going to be working to survive. We're just working to enrich our lives.
Yeah. And I do have, for example, I have, as I told, I have parents, I do have training every day, I do another classes and whatsoever. I don't want to beg. This is my things, what I like to do, what I want to do. I don't want to beg it. Oh, Steve, I want to go there. Can you please pay this? Oh, Steve, you didn't pay this. Can you do this? No, it's not the life I want. Of course, he has to provide the basic house, food, whatever. She's
Frozen?
Yeah.
Oop.
I don't know, we or she.
No, coming back.
it's me. Yeah.
Ah.
Now one second. I'll just. I don't know. They don't hear me. I just was screaming so nobody use internet because I don't have enough for my stream. So um so yeah, and I understand, Maria, you're driving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're driving. So this is you just need to like get different
In,
driving.
in UK, no, I have UK driving license. I can drive everywhere. But in UK, for example, when I come to that country, it was impossible. You need car everywhere, especially with the weather. Oh God. So yeah. But here, well, anywhere where we go, I want to have my independence. I don't want to depend on his time with availability from him. No.
Yeah, it's just different infrastructure, right? And women who come straight from Ukraine, we have very different infrastructure. We don't. Sometimes I lived in Odessa, like my car was parked for our car was parked for like 1 month. Like we don't know where to take it because like everything, around, like.
No, where I live in UK, everything is.
It's spread out. I mean, you
Yeah.
can take the train.
Oh, no.
I took the train all over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I will ask Steve too. What like I'm just like really frustrated with my internet, and now I'm not. What do you like? What do you advise guys who are thinking to trying to find wife in Ukraine? Like your tips, do's and don'ts.
I think it'll still
Mm-hmm.
be the same as be prepared to go as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Based on what like we agreed on, because you had a couple of things going on before I went over.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's expensive, but you got to have the finances to do it. Because you don't want to go over and then be cheap, or not necessarily cheap, frugal on everything. Well, we can't do this, we can do that.
I want another drink, and you say no.
I didn't say no. But I mean, if you're going, plan the stuff out. If you're wanting to go somewhere where your dollar goes further, I mean, I did Poland. Poland, the US dollar went a long way, so we did a lot of stuff there. UK, my money went a little further because things were a little cheaper there than here. So we did a lot there. I mean, it was more normal life. We went to the movies, we went to the lake and stuff like that. The cruise, I was already planning on it, but my friend had a timeshare through a specific hotel chain. They gave him a vacation site, and he's like, "How much is your cruise?" I go, "It's this much. I got it." And he's like, "Here, it's the same cruise on his vacation thing was like 80% off." And I'm like, "Well, now I can stay like extra days in Italy. I can extend this trip." And so all I did is took the money I saved on the cruise and just booked something longer. So we had more things we went out and did. It helped him out. He got points for my through his thing, and then we got more time together. But I mean, just I realized there's going to be a cost involved with it. You're going to have to go back multiple times wherever your person's at. And that can add up fast. If you don't catch the tickets just in the right time, they can quadruple in price. Yeah, so I think finances is a big one. Maybe a lot of people don't understand. And then the visa process, make sure you do your homework on it and understand what's involved with it.
Yeah, what the best fit will be. I wanted to ask you also, maybe some, if you wouldn't mind to share, what was the most challenging part for you and how you like get through it?
Probably the communication. Communication when I was in Ukraine, and he was Christmas plan, no?
Yeah, we had planned for Christmas originally to come over. That was one, my original proposal was that we had all that going on.
Because my mom was sick in Ukraine, and he knows that I will never ever choose any man in front of my parents, because like my parents are important, they're under war, and if they need my help, my brother is outside of Ukraine and he cannot do anything. So I'm basically hand for him, for myself, and everything. And my mom was sick. I supposed to be back to UK, and I was trying to, but I also have a dog which is sick, my mom which is sick, and I said to still like, and he also texts me several messages that when I don't answer him, like, what this is. I said, no, you understand this, or like there is no other explanation, because it's a war.
Well, part of it was worried with the war, because I got all my stuff that I watch on Telegram, and you're seeing it all, and then you're just like, I mean, part of it now I'm numb to all the battle footage that you see, where other people get sick at work when they want to see it, but you worry, and that's most of it was just worry.
But that was when I said to him, if you like get upset or decided to quit or whatsoever, it's your decision, but I will never ever choose man over family, the one I came from. And we just work it out. He changed the tickets, we deal, and I said, this is exactly the time I can promise you without any changes. And that's how we like find the time, and then we go from there. But yeah, communication is basically was the hardest one, because in other things, for example, like, no, we don't have any problem.
No. I would recommend, if you're going to propose, especially on your 1-year anniversary, don't do it after you've been flying for like 20 some odd hours, because everything in my head went whoosh, was gone. I was so tired. I mean, I was already up like over almost 40 hours at that point. Save it to the next day.
Tired too.
Yeah, because you were up early to pick me up.
I was up early. I've been working all day. I brought him home, go to work, pick him up. We go to the hotel. I want a glass of wine, and that's like, I need to sleep. I need to wake up early. But yeah, the biggest problem is probably communication. What I probably would think how other people can face it, for example, well, he worked it very good. For example, when we were in Poland, whatever, in cruise, I didn't plan anything. I didn't invest anything.
I had a stack of papers like this on every trip we went on. What's that? That's our itinerary. She's like, Jesus.
Yeah, and if I wanted to buy something, I go to buy. If I invite in Poland my friend, I pay for dinner because my friend is there. But for example, I don't expect, when I come to Poland or I come to cruise, I don't expect to pay. If I expect to pay, I can go on my own cruise. I don't need a man over there. That is a thing. Like Steve said, financial, you have to be ready to pay for it. You have to be a man, because no matter what, which culture you go, man is a man. And when they tell in America, women pay half, blah, blah, and men pay another half, no. I have friends from America who take care about their family, I have friends in other countries, and man is a man. Man covers the needs of family.
Yeah, if there was times on the cruise you bought stuff like lunch or whatever. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like I was 100% on everything. There would be times.
No, but there was, there was a things when I go to pay or buy something, it's fine. But not to pay everything. And that probably will not scare, but push out a lot of women if men say, okay, come to me. Did you buy a ticket? And she might ask, for what? Yeah, you inviting woman. You want to see her.
That was the same when we brought her over just a couple weeks ago. It's like, okay, when are we going to do this? Because we originally had like 6 weeks planned, but you had work and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, just give me the dates. I'll get tickets and try to make sure she had enough layover time depending on the airports, because I didn't know what her process was, especially coming through port of entry in the U.S. And you got through like really fast.
Nobody asked me nothing.
Come on through.
Yeah. And yeah, also very not maybe easy question, but but interesting one about age gap. Like you basically, you have how much? 14 age gap?
She's older than me because I'm 12.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you guys within our, like what we say, zone of success, like our average couple who got married, they have like from 10 to 15 at the most age gap.
Mhm.
This is very, very normal. But like, I'm just wondering, and the younger lady, of course, they're like the more, I mean, if she's like in her 20s, she's more, you know, her, she's not like big age gap in mindset, right? Like she's not open for big age gap, but like with years, we just like, we have different level of maturity. So how do you feel, Maria, about
I
gap?
believe, as you said, it's a different level of maturity. And when you are mature enough to maintain your own life and know exactly what you want from life, that age difference is, well, we're talking about not 20, not 30. That is completely out of mindset. That will not. But he does maintain exactly the same level of life like people when they're 40. So, yeah. So we go to the movies, we swim, we go to play golf. He told me he does go to gym. I'm not sure, I never see
I
him.
have you in my gym membership, and I keep asking him, let's go. Nah, I want to sleep. Oh, we do have where you're working late.
But yeah, I mean, definitely for 20 years old to date 46, that would be quite big difference. But again, I already know exactly what I want. All this, I love you, I miss you. I this cannot build a house. This is cannot bring the food on the table. And if I see man, like I said, quality man. It's not a quantity, it's a quality. So it's where you can see what does he want. And for me, age is like at this point was not a big deal. Not
And
so-
and quality, it mean being man of action, like you're looking more into action.
Yeah, action taken care about. There is no need for special day to bring a bouquet of flowers. There is no special day to do some like there was some issues where through the wedding somebody fuck up, but it's okay. You know.
Oh, I booked a dinner for our reception because we're so small at a restaurant, and I thought I booked it for the day of the
27.
wedding, and I booked it the day before.
And he was getting like, worried, stressed, and like, don't worry, it's only dinner. We can go to any other restaurant or whatsoever. You don't need. He said, I want to this day be special. Like, no, every day can be special. You don't need to like to do only one day a year because it's special. No, can be anniversary next year. Can be the same special. Can be 5 years. Can be the same special.
Yeah, I think that guys think like when they already caught woman, like there's romance finished. You just beginning of romance, right? And you need to put wood in the fire, right? Just support
Yeah,
this.
exactly. Like you said, wood in the fire. That's how couple like go through the communication, through everything. There is something which bring it back.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I just like having our marriage. I see how, it's like it's making us actually closer through years, not like more. It's like more actually knowing each other on very new level. That like it's just like, if I can compare it to wine, maybe old wine,
Yeah.
but become better with years, and that's what I think. Yeah, marriage is supposed to be, but it's work. I mean, work from both sides, right? Like efforts to make efforts towards each other.
Yeah,
But
you do have to have efforts and take care about each other, not just.
yeah. So I know we ask you, Steve, but I still like will ask you because you came across, ocean in this big journey. What is worse for you, this investment with Match Guarantee, and why? Yeah, to find wife abroad so far away.
Try to say no.
I mean, could we, by fate, ran into each other? Possibly, but I stuck to my guns because she was the first person on my list out of all the people that I picked. And I remember Luba's like, well, these people got back that are available to chat. And I'm like, did Maria get back? No, not yet. All right, I'll wait.
I'm difficult to catch anywhere.
But no, I got Maria, and I couldn't be any happier. I mean, could I have done it on my own? Possibly, but again, it comes down to time and finding a good person. And time's the one thing you can't get back.
I don't have any social media, so you cannot find me anywhere.
It's like I told Maria, it's like money, you could lose it and you could always get it back.
Yeah.
That's easy. But time, once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I see value of what we're doing actually, by, like by saving time for women, saving time for men, and creating opportunity to meet, to achieve basically this goal in the shortest time possible. And that's, and like, I think the big part of why, introductions end up, like 50% of introduction end up in relationship actually, and like we have many marriages from first introduction. It's just because people already met with pre-screened, understanding they have the same goal, like still Maria, when she met you, like what you want, still like screen herself, like if in the same page, we want the same thing, right? But it will be like next stage, personally, you want.
It's like the guy when he was doing the procession of our marriage, we continuously make jokes and like, you guys.
Oh, we were bad.
Yeah.
We kept slowing the ceremony down because we were just back and forth.
Funny thing. Yeah. Yeah, see if there is single mom, it's I forget something, I lost my thought. Yeah. But I think it's a high level of IQ of a relationship if you're able to throw stuff, like, I mean, jokes and laugh about it, it's a big part. And
we were not serious even 1 minute in our procession.
Well, we already had it planned out. We were going to do kind of, she's like, I'm going to have to tell him I need to think about it. Like when I proposed, she did the same thing. And then I had the ring, she's all, I'm like, okay.
When we filed the document in official part before the ceremony, there was a guy from Mexico, I believe so, and I said like, he help me.
Oh yeah, she was like real quick. Help, he's blackmailing me. Like, don't say that.
So I believe it just when you find somebody the same as you are.
To laugh together, yeah. And I think for a lot of women, they write in profile like that's important for. It's not like sense of humor, it can be, but if it's matching, right? Like if man can make you laugh, right? Because I have couples like interview guys.
And I'm like,
okay. And what's funny about this?
When do I start laughing?
So you don't have this opinion that you have different type of humor, like it's
No, sometimes we do, but because I just don't watch the same movie or the same cartoons or whatever. And I said, I don't want. This is your interest. You are good with that. Don't stick it on me.
Cool. So so pretty. I'm just looking. What Steve, you said what to do and what not to do to men. Your tips, what not to do.
What not to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I would probably say what not to do, especially if you're coming from a lot of the Western societies, at least the people that I've talked to in different countries that have the similar views as to what the U.S. has with majority of dating don't come with that same perception. That's a big one. I think anybody who's watched like the red pill content on the internet or just seeing what the women are demanding or acting, it's not the same. So I would definitely wouldn't come with that same perception. And I know it's difficult to put that out to the side, especially if you were married before or in a long-term relationship and it ended badly in that way. Obviously, fix yourself a bit before you go that route. But don't carry the same perception that it's the same way in Ukraine versus here. I mean, I was in Kharkiv like 3 years ago before the war broke out, and I know this before I saw Joe's videos about like walking around, just walking up to people and talking to them. And I was telling my friends when I was back, and it's like a model show. It's not what you see here. I mean, it's completely different. And the women you see walking around and just talking to people, even women in general, you weren't like shamed for it in any way. It's just you can carry on a conversation. That was my first eye opener is, okay, put the views of what I'm used to seeing here away and just go with an open mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but some of our viewers, they like see that Maria has strong personality, so they would imagine she's no different from Western women. So sorry, Maria, I'm just like want to clarify what Steve seen you, and like if Maria is different from Western women, because they see she's like passionate, driven, career. So like they write Ukrainian women not anymore traditional. So I
No, I
want
think
to know,
that
because
that's
I just see different thing in traditionality. What is
yeah.
this? For me, it's different. So like maybe you will explain for guys, like because I'm
Well,
doing
I
this.
mean, if you
Mhm.
go with like tradition and you really want to get down to it, I mean, imagine what the tradition was like when the woman was running a household, taking care of, I mean, cows and
Yeah,
getting the
just for
fresh.
you take it from my mouth, I was about to
Yeah,
say.
like milking the cows and getting the eggs and stuff like that. I mean, the woman was working just as hard as the man was working in the traditional household. I mean, in a sense, that hasn't changed. The difference is we don't have a farm; we just have a normal life and jobs. Um, the bigger differences between like the Western side of dating versus the Eastern is the masculinity's not there. It's more feminine. The way she dresses and carries herself, it's different. I mean, you can see a difference. I mean, even when we were in Tahoe after our wedding, she had changed into a different dress and walking around, you were turning more heads on guys than I can imagine. I mean, there were other women, dressed up, in club gear, all, um, basically trying to sell themselves for the night.
I didn't try to do
The
it.
eyes weren't even turning towards them. She was just walking through and we're getting ready to take pictures. Eyes are on her, then they're looking at me. It's like, how the hell is she with you?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean
Oh, wow.
you can see it, but because it's not like that energy that you're used to seeing.
Mhm.
So if you may think it's not tradition or something, it's a world of difference. I mean, bring
Mhm.
your Ukrainian person over from. I mean, you even pointed out you can spot a Ukrainian woman
Oh, yeah.
easily in the U.S. and
Yeah.
I've gotten to a point I can see a difference. You could just tell the appearance, the energy,
Yeah.
the way they just carry themselves.
Mhm.
It's definitely. I mean, are there Ukrainian women that have the Western mindset? Sure, I think that's anywhere,
Yeah.
but that percentage isn't as high as in other countries. You're gonna still get a good feminine woman and who wants to work and contribute into the family in the way that it needs to be done. It's just tradition is still there. It's just changed a little bit based on how life has evolved.
Mhm. How it made you feel, Maria? Like seeing that you like all of a sudden, like I mean, when you live in Ukraine, around like surrounded with so many beautiful women, and now you come here to US, do you feel like you're special? Like
I never had a problem with that, to be honest. Not in Ukraine, not in Europe, in UK. I don't care how they look at me. I always like, yeah, UK changed me a lot because I have a lot of work and things I don't care. And in UK, I don't care. You can put here like this, go to the restaurant, but I always were taking care about me, and I never was trying to drag any attention. So for me,
Mhm.
it's Steve telling me I didn't even notice that. I was just enjoying
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested, because guys say, some guys write me in comments like, man should not bring her to US because then she see other men, then she will be like, they
There
call
is
it
another thing.
ranking,
I,
jumping.
I had there are a lot of Ukrainians exactly the same, like, oh, man watching you, why did you look at him, did you link him, or what did you do, blink with eyes? No, like, no. The problem with a man, they're not confident when they say that. That is my opinion. Man has to be proud when other men looking at you, because you are the one who next to her, not other thousand men. And that is the biggest problem. And like, you shouldn't bring the woman. Okay, lock her down. And even that, I mean, seriously, even if the woman will be locked down, if she doesn't want, she will find a way to live. Like, I had this very interesting example from childhood. I was a naughty girl, and my mom took out the passport from me. And I said to my mom, you will give me that passport by yourself. I was going to university, and a few months later, she gave it to me. I'm like, I told you. So the same with a man. If I want to leave, no matter what he will do, trying to hide me, trying not to allow me to wear good clothes, makeup, I will leave. This is like, nobody will stay with person or situation when they don't like. So hiding her, it's not the way. Yeah, put her in the farm between the cows. There will be a farmer. She find a farmer in the next one.
But how, like, what I'm like interested in, move a little bit direction into like this munchkin brain, like how this, Steve, help me, it's munchkin brainkin or no, not munchkin brain, monkey branching, when women jump from like one relationship looking for like
Yeah,
bigger
monkey branch.
SUV,
Monkey.
monkey
Yes,
branch.
monkeys, when they don't let go of the branch before they get the next one.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
a common thing.
So like I'm like, if that's something that happening in the modern dating in the Western world, like if it's, do you find this is something that happened to Ukrainian women?
I believe it is, but for that case, well, I don't know, but people has just to tell that I'm not into serious relationship. So then you have a rule. Okay, there is nothing serious, so don't expect nothing serious.
Yeah, but no, we talk about serious relationship. Like,
Serious, and I don't know why
if
do
you
you
got
do that.
married, would you be like enjoying attention and like looking maybe somebody better? Like if that's something in your mind, like I mean,
Have
that's
time
what
for kids.
Western guys think about Ukrainian women. I mean, that's what guys think about Ukrainian women, because they think they're the same with like Western women. So like they're afraid of this. That's why they're afraid to bring her, because she will be looking for better option.
Well, like, despite, like Steve says, that we are working, we women try to do a career, but most of them are still traditional, and they want to have a family, and they want to have one kid, like one father and one mother for the kids. They don't want to have stepdad, stepmom, or mom, or whatever. And I don't think the only one who jump in from one relation to another is because they do have a problem between they don't speak. Like, there is a problem, we see that there is a problem, everybody stays quiet and nobody talks about this. So there is no solution, there is no resolving, and that's why they try to jump from another relation to.
Yeah.
But again, I am the person who look to resolutions and walking away. And again, most of friends whom I know, whatever, well, we are looking for family, to have one parent for the kid. And like, if you see there is something wrong with a woman, you have to take a breath, sit down, and say, like, what is going on? You can just tell me how it is, and I will not get mad, because there is another things, violence from the man. So probably woman afraid to tell, or man can yell or scream or whatever. You have to be calm to figure out why it's happening.
Yeah. So like for me personally, and like how I see, if you invest so much years and time, like to build this connection, right? You just like you don't, like at the beginning, woman, yeah, she, when she choose, man, she know her standards. She wants like, he, like, he be that and that, and like not make less money than her, for example, like some expectation that he can be a leader and she wants to follow him, right? But then when she made her mind and like they got married, they have they committed on relationship, right, to work time, and so this is big value, and you love person, why would you look around and see, um they they say it just in Russian language, maybe easier will be for me to explain, but this is something that your man, everything, all good, all bad, all his perfection and imperfections, you love this person, you commit so much time, you invest in this relationship. So for me, it's even not understandable why people would look for other options. And for me, this fear, it doesn't make sense when guys say you need to keep her in her country, don't bring her to US, because the way I see it, it's they're afraid she will take you for a ride, she will do, because they bring this mindset from experience, right, Steve, from experienced Western women. They bring it to Ukrainian women, and probably that's what's scared them. Do you have this fear of bringing Maria to US?
No, not really.
Not really.
I mean, I've learned enough with kind of the mindset here to what to do, what not to do, and anything is out of place, yeah, we'll say something. I know she's not shy of telling me anything, so but at the same time, I don't particularly care for with the way a lot of the country here is going, and that's why I've been considering us just go wherever. I mean, we have remote jobs, we can live and work wherever. I know somebody asked in the chat about making Kyiv as a home base. I know I asked you if you ever wanted to go back and live in Ukraine. You said no.
Wow.
So
this country will not rebuild for another 10 years.
Yes.
Minimum.
So
yeah.
Not that it's a bad place to be. I enjoyed it when I was in Ukraine, but no, for us as a couple, we don't see that being a thing.
But I think here it's the most important thing is trust.
Yeah.
Right, probably one of our clients, Mark. I think. If that's maybe, I don't know. Just by name cannot say only, but yeah, I think fears will be over there, right? It just if we let them, stop us from. Yeah, but this is a beautiful thing, guys. You have this freedom, of living anywhere, working remotely, and I think this is COVID create, right? This full industry of working from home. First, it was funny, right? How everybody here pajama here,
Exactly. That's how was my meeting.
Look important up here, and
yeah. But it's created more freedom to, and it's a beautiful thing. There is people ask, they worry very much where you will be living. I don't know why they
Montenegro.
consider Montenegro.
No, Montenegro, no. It's still part Soviet mentality over there.
Yeah.
And for me, again, everybody has different view. I love Spain, so probably Spain.
Spain.
Yes.
Somewhere on the water.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'm just final check if there is any more. Guys, do you want some questions? You're welcome to ask. I think guys talk to each other. Somebody was asking about the K1 visa. You still can do this, right?
Yeah, you can still do it. It's, I think, as it was 6 to 8 months for that process. There's a website here in the US, I think it's called boundless.com. They keep up to date for the most part for the timeframes on all the different types of paperwork and how long they take to file. When I last saw it, I think it was somewhere between 6 to 8 months. And then you got 90 days, obviously, to get married. And then after that, you have to file adjustment status paperwork, another one that you're filing for a spouse, and then there's a third piece of paper you have to file after that. 2 of them you can file together, one of them you have to file after the fact, and the whole thing takes about roughly 20 to 25 months. About 2 years.
I
Yeah.
think our way is still faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just many different ways, and then you better have consultation and choose like
Yeah.
whatever sweet fit
It's
your
whatever
needs, right?
works for
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
whoever's doing it. It's going to be what's best for them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um. Okay, so guys, just writing no questions. Just happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very laughing couple. It's beautiful to observe. I love it. Laughing interview. Yeah. So thanks. Thank you very much for coming today and really sharing your story. I think it's give a lot of encouragement for us guys who's thinking about the journey, and you know maybe helping to clarify their fears. I think coming back to this question about like bringing lady or not to bring to, yes, it's a lot of it's like seeing right values, right? Like, and just fishing in the right pond, let's put it this
Yeah.
way. Because if you talk about low quality women who come with intent not to actually like build a relationship with you and like family and love and all of the things, of course, all crazy things can happen, right? But like if women genuinely motivated to create family, right?
Yeah.
It's a different intent completely. Yeah,
And
and
if there's that worry with that mindset of bringing, your Ukrainian fiance bride to the U.S. and her being corrupted by the American women as they get together and poison her mind, a lot of it also is going to depend on the cities you live in or the state you live in as well. I mean, if you live in a more conservative state and not in a big city, I don't live in a big city. It's a small farming community, more conservative, that'll make a difference.
Mhm.
The mindset that you normally would see isn't that big here. I mean, it's there, but it's not as bad. I run into a few people that are kind of bitter, but it would be different like if we lived in San Francisco. God, no, I never live in San Francisco, but we're going there next Saturday so she can experience San Francisco. But if you're living in like New York City, Los Angeles, something like that, I wouldn't advise it. I would say
But I
run
think
for the hills.
if you would live there, you will also have a different mindset.
True.
So
Mhm. It's a very nasty comment, but what do you think? um,
Led by a strong Slavic woman.
I don't see Steve. I don't see Steve as being leading by someone. Guys, I know him a little bit more than you who write in this comment, but like,
I
I'm
think
just,
in relationships there shouldn't be a lead by woman or man. There are some parts which man is covered, some parts where woman is more competent. So it's only things, but there shouldn't be man better than woman. And I said that will be like that. Oh no, not from me, not from him.
yeah, like I think I've just done video about this. Like, some guys think traditional woman is like it's just like totally submissive woman like in every area, and this is not. And the guys who come with these expectations about relationship, they failed, because it's just like it's not a dog, you don't train woman, and like you don't make her live life that and everything that you expect from her. But yeah, like being a partner, and like some guys, there is different women in Ukraine. We have like some ladies, they say like my dream just to stay home and like taking care about family. And probably Maria knows such a women too. Like I know personally, like
My sister.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I say. Like, but it's also not the right fit for every Western man, because I have some clients who said I want women who passionately driven, like who, I
No,
want.
but you want develop herself to see,
Yeah,
to learn the
yeah,
things.
yeah. So it's very different from man to like to woman, and like and it should be matching here. Like Joe, he had problems before because he was meeting very traditional women who didn't have any ambition, like, and it was not turned on for him too. So I'm not saying like I'm super ambitious, but like I love what I do and I wanted to continue. And I also know I will be crazy if I will not have nothing to do. Like I wanted to be useful for society, just like yeah. I have sunny personality, and sun, when it's like you close very close to you, it can burn you. So
Yeah,
like, but then when I spread my attention, just like,
it's
just like
very
sun spread, right distance, many different projects, including children, as a separate project, very warm and happy, right? Including me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
Sometimes I think the man, what I see from foreigner, that man I expected that the woman totally forget about herself, concentrate on the house. Oh, do you need makeup? Why? But you are sitting in home. Why do you need makeup? Oh no, this clothes it's fine. We will buy you a sports shoes. That is fine. You are home. You don't need to go anywhere. To supermarket? No, I will go to supermarket. Buy everything. You put me the list. Like that probably what they call traditional, but I would say it's nowadays it's really hard to find this kind of women.
mhm. And actually in Ukraine, like
Exactly.
yeah, like looking, he fall in love with a beautiful woman, and then if he wants her to be super traditional, like he start like to say, oh, nails very expensive to do. She's not working, she's relying on him financially, right? So she's asking him to money for, I don't know, do nails or like something. Then he started to calculate, okay, it's cheaper if she wasn't do, and then everything start to not do, and then all of a sudden he fall out of love with her because she's kind of not
Exactly.
taking care
And
about
my neighbor, look, she look after herself. She knows how to put her hair.
her.
She knows how to do it. Look at her dress. Look at yourself. I'm like, oh, didn't you tell me just stop it a few months ago?
Yeah, so it's very conflicting, right?
But this is happening in Ukraine the same. My sister had this experience when she delivered a kid. But then I said to my sister, no, like you cannot. And like they change and the husband, oh, you look beautiful. But yeah, my sister is family oriented. She is not career woman, and for her it's enough to stay home looking after kids. She worked, but not as a career or whatever, just for something. But there are women like this,
Mm-hmm.
and depends what you are looking for. What do you want from woman?
Yeah, I think.
And if it make you happy to stay with a woman like this, or you will be more interested with a woman who learns the world, trying to learn something easier.
Yeah,
Not really better.
yeah. Imagine like simple village girl, and man wants to, I don't know, travel worldwide. It just will blow her mind. Like this
Exactly, because
experience. It's
everything is new
not
for
for
her.
her, right? It
Yeah.
just should be matching, yeah, matching ideas. And I think like how much women work or not work, it's also very connected to like some women, they more or less able to handle stress and how much stress, so like if women like very hard to like, I don't know. I know women, some Ukrainian, even my relatives, if telephone broke, this is end of life,
My
So
sister
I
is
don't know how they live, how they like, this is too much. And I understand for them, like hard work or like, I don't know, travel somewhere, this is like over the top.
my
So
sister other day calling me crying that the phone was broken, and she's older than me.
mhm.
And she's crying. And like, don't you have another? She's in Ukraine. It's like, don't you have another things to cry about? The missiles around, people are dying, and you are crying about the phone. Like, don't worry, we will fix it. But yeah, people take stress different things. Like, I
Yeah.
don't take stress too much.
And so I think those ladies who choose to be home, they just very like have hard time to handle like much of stress, like
Yeah,
very little, and so
yeah.
they, yeah, it's just maybe it's more even feminine, like, I mean, but just men looking for different cocktail, with a woman that will match with his idea what he wants to do, right? Like you want to be nomad, like living expats in different countries, and this is actually very fine to find between Ukrainian women. Most
Well,
of them
I think
it's
as a
very
man,
fine.
if they come to this dating site here and they're looking for some specific woman, I believe they like when they talk, I want a traditional woman like from a farm dealing with the cows and everything. They don't understand that this woman will have a hard time, depressing time to go through the culture, through the like language barrier and everything.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and he has to understand that he has to be a really patient. That's what we talked before, and understandable in this kind of situation because that will be not 1 year. That will be probably longer to help you out and to get used to different society, language, people, custom, food, especially food. I'm struggling from food. I never cook in my life. literally not even frying eggs until I come to UK. When I come to UK, I get so frustrated that I learned with my mom through the video Viber how to cook. Now I'm cooking very well, but food for me is really bad. I cannot. For me, who travel a lot, this really hit me here, even here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So different aspects can kill you, no matter how strong you are.
Well, I know, like, I immigrated to the U.S., but I was 2 years old, so I didn't get the culture shock. But my mom, not even speaking English, we came from Germany, and then living in the middle of the country with nobody around, and you're coming from a small town where you can go walk anywhere. I remember for up until I was like 5, maybe 6, the transition she had to go through. So I mean, I've seen it firsthand, so I get it. That's why when she'd be like, "I'll be fine when I get here," I'm like, "No, there's going to be a culture shock. I know there's going to be a culture shock." You know,
I'll be fine. I already went through UK.
Well,
Understood what it was. Yeah.
you know, when I was in UK, I mean, the big thing is sitting on the wrong side of the car, driving on the wrong side of the road, throws me for a loop. And roundabout is like every other 50 feet away.
From roundabouts to roundabouts and then to roundabouts. You are mentally out of that.
But even like UK was a culture shock. Ukraine definitely was a culture shock for me. I mean, it was the first time traveling abroad for like over 20 years, and I go from this small town to Ukraine.
Russian streets.
and I'm like, damn, I'm not in Kansas anymore. You know, thinking the Wizard of Oz here. But after that, it was like every time I went out somewhere, it was a little easier and a little easier. And as we explore the U.S. In the years to come, it'll be a lot easier. There's areas in the U.S. that remind me of areas in Europe, obviously because it was founded through those settlers. But overall, she adapted pretty well over the week for the most part.
Wow.
Here. Yeah, I mean, she got the experience Lake Tahoe, got the experience our traffic. We went to the Napa Valley earlier in the week and took her to some of our favorite wineries.
Yeah.
We went to the ocean, and I had her set her up before we got there. It is not like you see in the movies. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be cold. We got there and looked at it, and she's like, "It's cold. Let's go."
It's not the movie, it's real life. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Cool. Yeah, I agree with you, like traveling and just having, and that's what I think most of our women, like I would imagine your sister would never marry a foreigner because this will be too much. Like, right?
Probably. In my family, there is no foreigners, and I told my mom since I was at university first course, but I was working as a translator in Kiev, and I said to my mom, you will never get a husband from my side, Ukrainian, forget about that. So she was ready for that since I was at university.
Yeah, I think our lady is just more like open-minded and like, I don't know, work with foreigner companies, know some friends who got married and just like.
My friend from Las Vegas, he married with Ukrainian girl and they already have a kid, like 8 years old. They moved here with a family, no problem. Oh, he has also cultural shock with Ukrainian women because when they were living in Kiev, everything was smooth and nice according to Ukrainian law. But when they come to Las Vegas, which is not cheap city, everything like skyrocket. He said, I need to think about, because he had a passive income. He said, I need to think about some extra work.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, there is some question. It's our client too. First of all, congrats for both of you. Steve, what is hard break the ice at the beginning? Was it hard?
I don't think it was. I think
everything was smooth from the beginning.
As soon as Luba made the introduction and she just kind of muted off, we went, and it was like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, I think, easily. And then Luba came back on. It's like, all right, time's up. No, bring it back. We're not done.
I see. So it was very, very smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt very natural, right?
Yeah, but I think if you don't feel comfortable, well, video and chatting is one thing. If you don't feel comfortable in the first date, real face to face, I don't think there is a needed to break any ice. It's just you don't feel comfortable with that person. It's not your person. You can force it, but that means forcing, changing yourself when you have to be yourself. Because
Mhm.
forcing it can be temporarily only, but you want to live comfortable. I feel yourself like how you feel, and allow yourself to do. And if person are going with that, it's fine. If not going, it's difficult to force.
Yeah. Ours
Mhm.
was, well, the first, when you landed, we went out to of all places in Poland, we went to a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
And so we went there, but the next day, I mean, you had to work a little bit in the morning,
little bit.
and
I'm
then
continuously with my lips.
we went off to a little museum that I had picked out, and then we had lunch, and we did that vodka tasting tour, all about the
Oh
Polish
yeah.
vodka.
That's
But
when I start to fit in him with vodka and other people on our, because I didn't drink and I give to him to another guy to another girl. No, but it's
it was
again.
after that night you were comfortable. I
Yeah.
mean, we pretty much knew then. I would think so, yeah.
Oh, would say the same.
Yeah,
But
I yeah.
again, when you feel comfortable, it's if it's your person, and if you're struggling. Well, in the first meeting, it's difficult to open yourself because we have a third person on a meeting, and you are thinking like, I believe you have instruction, I have instruction from my side, what to tell, how to introduce, but that is your job. That's what you're doing to make it happen. But I mean, the second meeting, when you start to talk face like camera, even with a phone, without the third person, if you don't feel comfortable or you understand there is some like misunderstanding or distance, or like, I don't know, well, you definitely have to wait until real meeting, but I don't know.
No, I think we hit it right off because there
Yeah.
were like many times she would text me. It's like, "Are you free to talk?" And it's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "What's up?" She goes, "I
That
just wanted to see you."
that is stop asking.
Mhm. On this note, I just wanted to, like, I don't know, I forget to ask because I was like, our interview was all over, very in flow. And how helpful was Steve coaching for you, like from Luba and maybe Maria also with Olga Petrovna? Like, I mean, we not like we put our nose when we're not invited, but like if couple ask for any advice, like men ask, like we been seeing this value. How Luba was, she was helpful. Do you happy with?
Yeah, there was times I had my questions and stuff, and I know Joe's provided his feedback as well at times,
Yeah.
particularly over when to propose and things like that. And
It didn't work.
it'll be a memory of a lifetime. And I recommend not doing it after you've been up for like 40 hours.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So it was needed and helpful right there.
Yeah, I mean, if I had questions or just needed to, or if I would, Luba would ask for an update and we would chat and then she would give feedback. It was helpful.
Yeah, yeah. I do believe Luba, she's very mother duck in every client. She has this energy like, oh my, like even I can imagine, it's so funny how she like my boy, like she's like, boy can be 70 years old or like 26. It's all her boys, she's not boys, it's some different words. I just have hard time like in Russian, just I cannot find analogy, but she's like, this is like my ducks, like this is all I need to be all successful. So it's very beautiful. Yeah. Great coach. And she really love what you do. And this is like all our team basically driven in the same intent and yeah, happiness to see couples. And yeah, I hope to see guys you like, in photo like over some of our couples 1 year after, like send us like update, thank you again, beautiful picture. It's one year anniversary, like we're so happy together. Thank you again. I hope everything will go smooth for you. It's first year, yeah, it's most Interesting, a lot of things, integrating and challenges, but yeah, with having commitment and love and everything, it will be there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I I see that like TJ, he's on this journey and he's very actively um yeah. He's very happy for you. He's also TJ, you also will find, we will do our best, to help you to find your also I mean, doing a lot of calls, sometimes it's like you feel like 50-50, and like sometimes you feel like no, definitely no, but sometimes you feel like this is it, and that's what we wanted, if you have this kind of match, most like in most scenarios, this is end up in marriage, in proposal, like in serious relationship, because like it just feels right, like even for third person who not very helpful to be there, but like we see our like backside work, like if we need to do another introduction, like we have our opinion because like from experience, right? And when we see a lot of doubt there, this is just don't need to put like triangle into square, that's what we don't want it to do, right? Like you said, Maria, you want to be yourself, right? And
Exactly.
yeah, thanks you very much. I don't know not sure what happened, so like, but internet was second part of the interview, but I think children didn't listen to my instruction and they went to YouTube. I will have serious talk now with them. Yeah. To be safe next time, we'll need to take all devices out of the room. So
Yeah.
thanks, guy, for all your congratulations, warm words, and yeah, just one time show here reminder. Guys was asking what's this website, so this is website matchguaranty.com/register. You can have free matchmaking consultation with us if you're serious, like yeah, about, or you're just thinking and you don't know what's your chances or how we work, like, right? So I understand, Steve, you never been to Ukraine, like specifically to Ukraine, or one time.
One time I was in Kharkiv in December, right before the war broke out.
Before war.
Yeah, right before.
During war, you was not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's not a lot of our ladies now in Europe, just like Maria, relocated when war started and get status and integrating learning language local. So most of couple, but if she even in Ukraine, they coming out to meet you if this is not first date, like couples build relationship and distance to some level, right? Because real meeting, it's always different experience, like it's in very different, right?
Like I told to Steve, you didn't smell that is good.
What?
Smell. I told you that.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't stink.
Yeah, stink. No, but this is important. Physical, involved. This is also important. And for example, the smell of woman or man can be not compatible or whatsoever.
I'm glad I didn't smell because it was so humid in Poland. My flight was late getting there, and I was running around all over the place. I'm like, I knew where the flower shop was, so I was running to get flowers, and I was running to the store to get snacks. I'm like, do you need any water? What kind of snacks do you want for your room? And I'm running around all over the place, and I'm like, I couldn't find a train station to get the train back to the airport, so I had to grab a taxi, and we're dealing with traffic, and I'm like, I gotta get there on time, gotta get there on time. And then I had a car pick us up to take us back. So while I'm waiting for her to come out, I'm looking for the person to show up. And I was like pouring in sweat. I'm like, great, now I stink.
Too much running. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got lucky.
No, but physical connection is important as well. You can have a love story or whatever. If you are not interested about this and something is disgust you, there's nowhere to go. Again, you have to enjoy each other, to be happy, and not to force be somebody else.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know stories of like couple. It's not like somebody stink, but it's just pheromones.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Feel
that's why I say smell, not stink. He brought it
up. Yeah, and sometimes, and like when people don't have any, like they don't sense nothing, right? It's also good. It's just your person. Yeah, there are so many like things, right? That different.
That's why real meeting has to be there without any exception.
I know one feedback of our couple when they meet, he actually I don't know, he was shorter than Then she made her calculations. So it was not also good, So guys, please write your.
Because Ukrainian wear high heels, and sometimes it's break woman, and she has to wear how it's called, sports shoes instead of high heels. So for some women, it's important to be at least the same tall with a high heel.
Yeah.
That's why another, when we put all our information about that, we put a requirement and we want to have a tall man, and then here you go, come a gnome.
Yeah.
You slightly push above me when you put your really high heels on.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
But that was 4 centimeters, not 13.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see how
it is. Cool. Thank you one more time. I'm just I don't know, we're all talkers here in this room. I see. Yeah, thank you very much. And I'm just open. I'm any guys talking to each other basically. Yeah, guys, congratulate you and one more time. And attraction matters. We are on the same page here. Everything matters. Yeah. Thank you, and we'll be in touch. And I have some couples who is have marriage counseling with us even after marriage. So we on a short. Yeah. You have Luba, you have me, Steven. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be. I think what you would I would say that to be patient and to be flexible. This is key for international marriage. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of things, a lot of adjustment, and if you just want it this way and this, it's just not good. Yeah. So guys, if you're flexible, if you're patient, you're welcome. Like to see you and you're serious, and we will be happy to help you to meet. Yeah. Oh, you see, that's our client. Let's see, confident and calm voice. You see, that's how I see Steve too. So
it's probably part of the job.
Yeah, I love our clients. Honestly, they're the best bachelors in the world, and I love our ladies for that they are trust us and they come, and it's very happy to see, especially you guys. You have long time ahead, and probably kids will will but you'll see some new updates for us. We have quite a few marriages like your age, guys, and and seeing their babies afterwards, it was very warming, very pleasant. Yeah. Thank you, guys, and we'll be in touch and kiss you, hug you. Hope to see you. We will be traveling somewhere around you. We will be there. Yeah, hopefully we'll meet. Anyway, just stay strong, stay love each other and respect, and and we here. Our services finish in a matter of introduction, but we still here as your friends, Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, I'm finishing live stream. Yeah. I just process just no